night for Hunterdon Central Red Devils as they face Immaculata. Today, we are going to have a good game as the Hunterdon Central Red Devils look to get a much-needed win against the Immaculata Spartans. I'm here with Brian. Brian, tell us what you expect to see this game from the Red Devils.
I mean, we pretty much just need to get the ball up there, get some good layups, maybe a couple three-pointers, and, just get out there, play good defense. That's all we need to do, get a nice, simple, easy win.
Yeah, and as Coach Connolly was talking to us before the game, he was talking to us about his seniors, and one of their main seniors that has been missing all season, Maggie Scally, is going to be starting her second game of the year this year. In her first game, she looked very good, but it's still very early for her as she's just coming back from an injury. And he said that Maggie is a three-sport athlete playing D1 lacrosse, and that's just something great to have on the team, something that you're going to need that will bring physicality and will bring stamina all game. And just a great piece for Hunterdon Central to have back on the bench and back as a team player.
Yeah, I mean, she's incredibly athletic, obviously. Although she has missed almost every game this year, she should be back. She should be looking good today. And, she just really got to get out there. Team leader, one of the captains. So if she really just brings drive, brings team leadership, Central should be able to get, simple win. But it's all up to point scoring.
Yeah, as you said, just a great leader. Coach Connolly once again told us that as a player, Maggie Scally didn't miss a single summer workout, even when she was in a boot. And now we'll take it to Mr. Avalon.
Senior night matchup is the Immaculata Spartans versus the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. And prior to beginning today's event, we have our senior celebration, and I will be handing over the microphone to some booster club parents that help keep this program running. It's Erica Constantini, Christine South, and Meredith O'Donnell.
We would like to welcome you all to Hunterdon Central Lady Red Devils Senior Night. Firstly, a big thanks goes out to all of those who give their time and effort in support of the athletes, teams, games, and the sport. HCTV and AV crew for broadcasting and streaming our home games. Thanks to our announcer, Andrew Avila. Games are not the same without your voice attached to them. All of our clock and scorecard keepers, HCRHS cheerleaders, thank you for cheering and motivating the players and entertaining the fans. Joel Nasser, thank you for joining us with your voice tonight. The athletic trainers, Mr. P and Ms. Daly, who we spent a lot of time on ice and tape, treating our injured players both physically and mentally. And our athletic director, Jesse Spencer, and his athletic office team for all of their hard work. We also want to thank all the parents and family members for supporting the players and teams in ways that go above and beyond the sport. You are their #1 fans. Lastly, thank you to Coach Casertano, Coach Conley, and Coach Ludwig for choosing to spend your afternoons, your Saturdays, and even some Sundays with our athletes. Coaching is unlocking an athlete's potential to maximize their growth. Thank you for supporting the girls' growth both on and off the court. With that, I'll turn it back to Andrew.
And now for the beginning of today's senior night celebration, and the Lady Reds would like to recognize our visiting team seniors from Immaculata High School. And big congratulations to number 2, Annie Johnson. Number 3, Molly Ferreira. Number 4, Devin Reeves. Number 5, Sophia Koryadakis. And number 12, Colette Carlis. And now we would like to recognize the class of 2025 Hunterdon Central seniors. And we will begin with our be pursuing a degree in psychology. And another team manager to be commemorated is Mira Bruin. Mira is accompanied by her father Jason and will be attending a four-year college pursuing sports management. And now your program seniors, we have two of them, and the first of which is number 20, Jacqueline DeMore. Jackie is accompanied by her parents, Sandy and Ryan, and will be attending a four-year college where she plans to major in biology. Let's give it up to Jackie DeMore. And our other senior to be commemorated is number 2, Maggie Scally. Maggie is accompanied by her parents, Michelle and Frank, and will be attending Monmouth University to continue her lacrosse career and attending their honors college with a major in business and focus in economics and finance. Let's give it up one more time for number 2, Maggie Scally. And our seniors were asked what their advice for future Red Devils would be. We wanted to share their collective responses. First of which, don't give up, don't ever give up. Quote by Jimmy Valvano. And enjoy every 16 because time goes by really fast. And let's give it up one more time for our Hunterdon Central Senior Lady Red Devils. And remember, once a Red Devil, always a Red Devil. We are Central.
And that was our celebration of seniors Maggie Scally and Jackie DeVore, and also managers Emily Colton and Mira Bruin. And as we were saying before we cut to break, Maggie Scally has just been a dream player to have for any coach. She's been a great leader for Hunterdon Central and just a role model for all other players on the team.
I mean, she, like you said, amazing leader. She commands her team. She goes out there. You know, I mean, she's only had her 2 games this year, but although she's only had those 2 games, those are 2 powerful games. She, like I said before, commanded her team. And, you know, they did lose both of those games, but it was a good effort.
Yeah, and just going to be having to look at other scoring options today as we have senior Jackie DeVore, who is dealing with an ankle injury right now, and then Maggie, who's coming back from an injury as well. So Hunterdon Central will have to be looking at other scoring options today as 2 of their best scorers are dealing with some injuries. But, yeah, it's going to be a good game. We have players like Nikki Constantini, who has 106 points on the season, just been a great player on defense, especially for Hunterdon Central, as she's been leading the zone. And Coach Connolly told us that they will be trying out a new defensive zone today. And they're going to be debuting that against Immaculata, and just going to be something to look out for as Hunterdon Central have to play some great defense to stop a good team like Immaculata.
I mean, like you said, Immaculata is a great team. They've been great in the past. And if Central, their defense pulls off well, they will be able to get the win out there.
And this will be a much-needed win for Hunterdon Central. They have lost their last 3, are 7-9 and 1-7 in the Skyline Conference, as they have had a rough season so far in the Skyline Conference because they have been forced to play some very tough teams like Hillsborough and Rutgers Prep. But this, as I just said, is going to be a much-needed win. They have lost their past 3, but now having a much healthier team with Maggie Scally back and only dealing with 1 injury right now, which is Jackie DeVore. This is going to be something that proves and how strong this Hunterdon Central team is, and will really just show how the rest of their season will have to go with a win tonight.
I mean, they do also have those 2 other injured players on the bench right now, those juniors, Bethany and Naleli. They have been big hitters in the past for Central, and since they're out, they need to incorporate some new strategies to score extra points in this game.
Yeah, as you said, Bethany Ramos is out, as she has 228 points on the season, Hunterdon Central's leading scorer by far this year. She's going to be one of the more important pieces today as she is dealing with an injury. Coach, what will Hunterdon Central have to do to get this win against a strong team like Immaculata?
It's definitely going to be a challenge with the injuries we're facing. Honestly, it's going to come down to if we can defend them from shooting threes. I told them we have to win the defensive rebound battle by a good margin, and I think it's going to be the tiny little things if it's a close game. Can we win on the inbound plays or sideline plays, burn them at least 2 or 3 times, as well as make smart decisions with taking care of the ball?
And how does having junior Bethany Ramos out today affect the team and affect the scoring?
Absolutely hurts us, but it's, in a weird way, a nice challenge for the team to say, obviously, we're more than one player and have other individuals in the team step up. And I'm curious to see how they respond. I always want that challenge. I think it's going to prepare us going for the future.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep. And we are back very close to seeing the starting lineups for Hunterdon Central and Immaculata here. As we were just saying before we went to the interview, Hunterdon Central is 7-9, 1-7 in the Skyline Conference, and they have lost their past 3 games against teams like Hillsborough, Mount St. Mary, and Rutgers Prep. It's going to be an important challenge today, as we just talked to Coach Casertano, and he told us that they will have to restrict the defensive and offensive rebounds from Immaculata, and also restrict the 3-point scoring from a strong team like them, since they have a bunch of shooters. And yeah.
I mean, Central really does need to pull out here with their defense. They need to get in there, hit hard, pull right in with their offense. They need to hit those threes. They need to hit those layups. Layups especially important. You know, easy 2 points right there. They need to get those fouls. Those fouls especially important. Get those 1 points and, you know, just get that drive right out in there.
That's exactly right. Hunterdon Central will have to play some great defense today, as Immaculata is one of the tougher offensive opponents, and players like Katie Schwartz and Nikki Constantini, 2 of the best defenders on the Hunterdon Central starting lineup, will really have to show out today, as they have proved to be crucial to Hunterdon Central's team, as they've been playing great defense all year. And Nikki Constantini is almost at 40 steals, and Katie Schwartz right behind her at 37. Just a great season from those 2. And just a great showing from Hunterdon Central's future defense, as Nikki Constantini still has another year left and Katie Schwartz has 2.
I mean, like you said, defense is especially crucial here. Immaculata, fantastic scorers. They just really need to get those blocks in, you know, get the rebounds, return the ball, and just bam, right in the hoop.
Yeah, as you're saying, that's exactly what has to be done. And just going to be hard today, as Hunterdon Central is missing Bethany Ramos.
Would everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem by our very own players, Joelle Nasser and Lindsay O'Donnell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
And that was the national anthem sung by Lindsay O'Donnell and Joel Nasser, something I've definitely never seen. 2 players of the team singing the national anthem, and that was a great performance from them.
Yeah, I mean, that honestly blew me away. I have never seen 2 players who are going to be going into a game singing the national anthem. I mean, wow.
Yeah, that was very surprising. And now we will be moving to the starting lineups of the away team, Immaculata Spartans. Number 3, Molly Ferreira, senior for Immaculata. Number 5, Sophia Kouradakis, another senior for Immaculata. And number 10, Cara Duffy. And 23, Alexa Regan. Those are the starters for the Immaculata Spartans as they look to get a big win against the strong Hunterdon Central team. And now the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Number 2, Nikki Constantini, guard, junior for Hunterdon Central, and one of the greatest defenders on the team. Number 13, Katie Schwartz, another one of Hunterdon Central's most important defenders, and a sophomore. Number 20, Jackie DeVore, point guard, senior, celebrating her senior night tonight. And number 21, Liv Kellogg, one of Hunterdon Central's taller centers, and one of the important players for Hunterdon Central today. And with a loud applause, number 24, Maggie Scally, senior, committed to Monmouth University for lacrosse, and we will be expecting a great game from her tonight. And the tip is won by the Hunterdon Central Red Devils and caught by Jackie DeVore on her senior night.
Bobbled there and picked back up by number 13. Pass to 24, out of bounds.
And a turnover. One of Coach Casertano's biggest worries for today. Just have to be smart on the ball and restrict those turnovers, as Liz Kellogg is starting at the top of the zone for Hunterdon Central. One of Coach Casertano's new tactics for the zone.
I mean, obviously, losing the ball is a big part. You're going to lose points too after you lose the ball. Having the ball, knocked out of bounds, big part. Need to stop that. We need some better offense to, pull out there. Obviously, we need a little bit better on the passing game just so we can, drive to the basket and get some better pointage.
Jackie DeVore on the ball. Looks for Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz on the drive. The pass down low to Liz Kellogg. And another turnover for Hunterdon Central as Wong throws the ball out for Immaculata. And Hunterdon Central will get the ball back here. But 2, not the best defensive or offensive possessions for Hunterdon Central there. They have both led to turnovers, and something that Coach Casartano once again told us is something that Hunterdon Central will have to restrict. As Jackie DeVore gives the ball back to Katie Schwartz. Maggie Scally for three.
Bricked it. Back to white ball.
Molly Ferreira on the ball for Immaculata Spartans, as she's faced by Liz Kellogg.
Forced to pass the ball away and gets an immediate pass back.
Katie Wong at the top. The three, and that's in for Immaculata's first points of the game. And once again, Coach Casartano's one of his biggest worries is Immaculata's three-point shooting. They have been a great three-point shooting team this year, and that is going to be something that Hunterdon Central will have to defend greatly this game. And that's a block from Regan, Immaculata center, on a great drive by Nikki Constantini. Jackie DeVore at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Liz Kellogg, uses it, open three.
Bricks it again, going out of bounds.
And not the greatest offensive possessions here for Hunterdon Central so far.
I mean, Central does have a great three-pointer game, but we do really just need to get in there, get those layups, and just, play better defense, because the defense is lacking so far, as there's a...
and that is a travel called on Immaculata on the made basket. No and one, and that's a good defensive possession, as you were saying, for Hunterdon Central, as they needed to get a stop there.
Absolutely. Stops are important. Gets us the ball back. Extra scoring opportunities. We just really need more drive in the team. Get up there. Stop just chucking it.
Nikki Constantini at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Liz Kellogg. Back down to Liz Kellogg. And a travel called on Hunterdon Central. The same call called on Immaculata, and that is another turnover from Hunterdon Central, their third of the game. Something that Coach Casartano looks to restrict and slow down going later into the game.
Ball almost thrown out of bounds right there.
And then a turnover and a steal from Katie Schwartz as she passes it to Nikki Constantini. Hunterdon Central needs a score. Jackie DeVore for three.
Bricked once again, going back to Immaculata.
Katie Wong with the rebound. And that is Kuradakis on the ball right now. Or Katie Wong, sorry. Katie Wong on the ball. Looking down low.
Throws up to number 23.
For Regan. And she gets a quick.
And
Kuradakis gets a quick 2 points there. Another two for Immaculata as they extend the lead to 5.
We see Immaculata here with that 5-0 lead. Central.
And another travel called on Hunterdon Central. Their fourth turnover already. Not even 4 minutes into the first quarter. And that just shows some great defense being played by Immaculata so far.
Central really does need to cut down on those turnovers. I mean, they're getting called fouls. There's a brick. And they're just getting too many fouls. They need to stop throwing the ball away. And really just, like I said before, get up in there, as there is another brick by Central.
Kuradakis on the rebound, the pass to Katie Wong. Katie Wong with the ball coming up the floor. And a steal from Nikki Constantini. One of her best points in the Hunterdon Central defense is getting these steals, as she has already 6 steals on the season. And a timeout called by Hunterdon Central. Hunterdon Central will definitely look to draw a play up going into this next possession, as they have not scored so far, and they have already lost the ball 4 times on turnovers and just been completely clamped up by Immaculata's defense, and that is completely caused by Regan, their star center, as she has already recorded 2 blocks and 2 rebounds. Just a great game from her already, and as she scored on the offensive end for Immaculata too.
I mean, like you said, Central really just needs to get out there. They need to play much better defense. They need to play much better offense. They really, like I've said in the past, they must must stop just throwing the ball up. They need to focus on getting those nice 2-point layups and just play extremely good defense, because Immaculata, they have great scorers, great players who can just throw the ball up, get an easy three.
And as we said before, Hunterdon Central will definitely have to draw up a play as number 23 comes in for Hunterdon Central. That is not Bethany Ramos. Sorry, that is number 25. That is Olivia Duran, guard of the class of 2028, coming in for Hunterdon Central. That is a lob to pass into Katie Schwartz as Olivia Duran gets the ball from Katie Schwartz to Nikki Constantini for three. And finally, Hunterdon Central's first 3 points of the game come from Nikki Constantini's three-point shooting. As we said, she's going to be a very important player to today's game, as she's playing great defense so far, and that is a good three-point shot for Hunterdon Central. Very important make. And a block there from Liz Kellogg on the three-point attempt. And then a foul on Immaculata's number 14, sorry. And that is Kara Duffy coming in from the substitution and the timeout there too.
Nikki Constantini back here with the ball, driving it up to half court.
Back out to Liz Kellogg.
Bobbled pass there too.
Katie Schwartz driving. Nikki Constantini on the drive with the floater. And that is Regan again on the rebound. Just one of Immaculata's best players so far today, as she has already made a three and gotten many rebounds and blocks on the defensive side. Katie 1 for 3 for Immaculata. That is not made, and that will go out for Hunterdon Central's ball. And another showing of Immaculata's very heavy three-point shooting offense, as that is what Coach Casertano told us, that Hunterdon Central will have to slow down and restrict for the rest of the game today.
Constantine driving up.
Finds Scally down low in the post to Duran. And that is Scally again at the top of the key.
Throws
Illegal
up three.
screen called on Liz Kellogg. And another turnover for Hunterdon Central.
Central really needs to cut down on the turnovers here if they want to get back into scoring.
Six minutes in to the first quarter here. A 3-5 game. Hunterdon Central has been playing, both teams have been playing good defense. And that is a three from Immaculata, rebounded again by Immaculata, number 14. And that is going to be a travel called on number 1 for Immaculata. That is Burke. And another stop for Hunterdon Central on a missed three-pointer attempt. Something that Coach Casertano has told us multiple times that is going to be very common from Immaculata's defense or offense, just shooting threes tonight. The shot from Nikki Constantini is good, and she has all 5 of Hunterdon Central's points as she has clawed her way back into this tie game, as Hunterdon Central started the game down 5-0, and now it is a tie game.
I mean, Nikki Constantini, definitely a vital player on the year. And especially today, she has all 5 of Central's points. She's got some good blocks in. She's got some good rebounds in. And, you know, Central really got to get the ball to some other players. They do have some lethal weapons that they do really need to start using here in the second period.
And a turnover there on Immaculata. On the double dribble, call it on to Burke. A lot of turnovers from both teams, showing that there is great defense being played in this game. And that is a miss from Nikki Constantini, rebounded by Regan as they come down the court. Down to Kara Duffy, and that is a foul called on number 11 for Hunterdon Central, O'Leary. Nikki Constantini very tight on the ball handler here. Kara Duffy, and that is another foul called on number 2 for Hunterdon Central, Nikki Constantini, and that is going to be something that they have to watch. The Hunterdon Central guards cannot be getting into foul trouble early into this game, as they are very important in the zone for Hunterdon Central's defense, and that is another turnover forced by Hunterdon Central's good defense.
Central really does need to start working on those turnovers. They've had way too many already in the first period. So second period, third period, fourth period, they really need to cut down on that, get back to offense.
And a good find there from Nikki Constantini, but the shot cannot be made by Liz Kellogg, and that is another turnover, which is caught by number 3, Molly Ferreira, senior for Immaculata, and has been playing the entire first quarter so far. Regan for 3 in the corner. That is a miss. And then a far rebound out to number 3 again, Molly Ferreira, who was the ball at the top of the key.
Central, we see here playing good zone defense. Drive up to the basket.
And that will be another turnover forced by Hunterdon Central's good defense. And that will go out for an inbound for Hunterdon Central. With 18 seconds to go in this first quarter, they have to draw something up.
Score here is still 5-5. Central must score at least another 2 points here just to get back in for the second period.
And the draws. And the play is drawn up for Nikki Constantini to find Katie Schwartz down low. Good pass there from Nikki Constantini, but the bucket cannot be made by Katie Schwartz. And there she is again on the steal with 3 seconds to go. Nikki Constantini has to look at the clock. The three.
Oh, off the backboard right there as period 1 ends.
And the answer there was Mississippi State, as they ended UConn's 4 years of consecutive March Madness appearances. And now we are back to watch the second quarter as Hunterdon Central has tied this game after being down 5-0. And that is completely from Nikki Constantini, 5 points. She's been playing great for Hunterdon Central. She's been the point guard today, bringing up the ball for the team and also scoring and getting already multiple steals on the defensive side.
I mean, she really needs to pull in here on offense because of Central's top scorer Bethany Ramos being out today. Bethany Ramos having 228 points on the season, by far Central's highest scorer. So Constantini really needs to pull out today. She needs to score high for Central. The
pass down low to Kurodakis. Kurodakis with the floater, and that is rebounded by Liz Kellogg, and almost a double dribble called there on Hunterdon Central, but no call as the ball is brought up once again by Nikki Constantini. The screen from Maggie Scally in the roll, and that is a jump ball, which will stay Hunterdon Central ball. As that is once again good defense from Immaculata Spartans to keep this game tied after a good pick and roll from Maggie Scally and Nikki Constantini. Liz Kellogg for 2, and those are her first 2 points of the game. Her 115th point on the season, and she has just been one of Hunterdon Central's most important pieces on the defensive side especially, but also on the offensive side, as we saw there. Just a quick and easy 2 points from Liz Kellogg as Immaculata now has the ball again.
I mean, her height obviously allows her to get up there and just lay the ball up in nice and easy.
Regan for 3, and that is another miss. She made her first 3 of the game, but has missed multiple since then. Constantini for 2. Rebounded by Katie Schwartz under the basket. And now Duran for 3. And that is another rebound for Regan, one of Immaculata's more important players, as she has yet to be subbed off so far in this game. Number 1. And another rebound there for Duran. The freshman getting a lot of minutes here for Hunterdon Central.
She's been one of the Central's top rebounders of the night, just snagging the ball out, bringing it back to Central's court.
Maggie Scally dribbling around the arc, looking for Katie Schwartz. Drives, passes it back out to Duran. Duran And that is just some great defense being played so far here from Immaculata as Nikki Constantini drives and almost gets a roll. And that is another rebound for Regan as Burke brings the ball up and finds a quick three from Cara Duffy. And that is just another miss for Immaculata as they have been forcing a lot of three-pointers here today. And another important rebound from Olivia Duran, the freshman today for Hunterdon Central, getting a lot of minutes so far early in this game.
I mean, as we can see, Central's defense is playing. Central's defense is playing extremely well here today, forcing a lot of threes and toss-ups from Immaculata.
And the timeout called here from Immaculata as the gym really erupted on the Maggie Scally make. As Hunterdon Central gets a quick 4-point lead from points from Liz Kellogg and Maggie Scally. Just a great thing to see as Maggie Scally gets back into the game after missing multiple games in the beginning of the season. She gets back in here and then gets 2 points for Hunterdon Central on her senior night as she walked down from those makes with a smile on her face. Just something great to see for Hunterdon Central.
And don't forget about Nikki Constantini with her early 5 points in the game, making that three and then also making a nice layup.
Yeah, definitely one of the better performances for Hunterdon Central today as she's been playing great defense as she recorded the steal right before the first quarter ended and is also on 5 points on the night and an assist to Liz Kellogg. Cara Duffy bringing the ball up for Immaculata. Looking for Molly Ferreira, guarded by Maggie Scally. Cara Duffy again to Molly Ferreira. That is Burke on the ball. Burke at the top of the key, guarded by Katie Schwartz. Some great defense here from Hunterdon Central. Regan at the top of the, and that is another tip ball from Katie Schwartz. Good defense played. And just a great defensive possession there from Hunterdon Central as Immaculata could not get anything going. But the ball will remain for the Spartans after the jump ball call here.
Central definitely needs to just keep that defense up. You can see all the blocks going on.
And that is guard Brooklyn Hess coming in. She's a freshman, taking out Maggie Scally. And that is a three from Molly Ferreira to cut this lead to 1 point with 4 minutes to go until halftime.
That was a beautiful three there. I think the Spartans really are relying on luck here just to throw those threes up, hope they make it. And, you know, that would just be an easy 3 points on the board there.
Duran on the screen from Schwartz to Hess. The ball tipped by Immaculata and Molly Ferrero with the steal on the fast break. Good defense there, play from Hess, and a good rebound there from Immaculata to restart the possession. Good ball movement here as Regan has the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz once again at the top of the key, guarding the primary ball handlers here for Immaculata, as she has just been great on defense all year. That is a ball tipped by Regan and an and one. Just a devastating possession there from Immaculata as they were very much controlled on the offensive side by Hunterdon Central's defense. And a great make there from Regan.
Central's defense right there was really pushing to get a steal, to get a turnover right there. But Immaculata just pushed harder. They got that too.
Yeah, and that is Regan at the line, the center for Immaculata. Looking to get 1 more point here and get a 2-point lead for Immaculata with only 3 minutes to go until halftime.
Immaculata now up by 2. Central ball.
Nikki Constantini gets a ball stolen by Katie Wong as Regan runs the floor up again, looking for Molly Ferreira. Out to Kuradakis. Kuradakis to Regan. Some great ball movement again. Kuradakis on the ball to Katie Wong. Finds Kuradakis down low into the corner. Good defense again from Hunterdon Central. And that forces a miss from Immaculata.
Central's defense there really looked like they were just playing that one zone, staying right there, and it worked out for them. Although they did have a couple Immaculata players in the backfield there who could have gotten past, who could have had a wide open shot. It just did not happen there for Immaculata.
And a backcourt violation here called on Hunterdon Central's point guard, Nikki Constantini, on some great defense here by Katie Wong from Immaculata. Molly Ferreira with the ball at the top of the key. Down to Kara Duffy, guarded by Katie Schwartz. Katie Wong finds Ferreira. Kuradakis for the 2, miss, and rebounded by Katie Schwartz. Now back to Nikki Constantini to bring the ball up for Hunterdon Central. Hunterdon Central needs a make here, as they have not had much going for them in the second quarter so far. And an offensive foul here called on Maggie Scally. She extended her arm to push off and get more space from the defender, and that has been called. And another turnover and another foul for Hunterdon Central. Not the best possession there.
Central, like I've said before and like you've said before, really needs to cut down on those turnovers, because if Immaculata just keeps getting this ball back, they're just going to keep throwing up threes.
Molly Ferreira for 2. Doesn't get the roll. Rebounded by Maggie Scally. Looking for a pass. Finds Olivia Duran. Nikki Constantini on the drive. Back out to Duran for 3. And that was a good look there from Hunterdon Central. Rebounded by Maggie Scally, and she draws the foul for 2. As the gym erupts again for Maggie Scally. Misses her first.
One more shot to renew her first miss there. Right in, easy 1 point there with the foul.
Ferrer on the ball, finds Katie Wong at the top. A quick 3-pointer there from Immaculata, missed. And a quick 2 points there again from Kuradakis, the senior for Immaculata. Immaculata has extended this lead to 3. Their second biggest lead of the night.
And with only 1 minute left in the first half, Central really needs to pick up the offense here, get some nice points.
Duran for 3. And a very important make there by Olivia Duran as she makes a 3 and ties this game right before halftime. A great possession there from Hunterdon Central to find the open 3-point shooter. Kuradakis for 2. And they get it right back. A 2-point lead for Immaculata with 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
Central really just needs to keep rebounding there on the pointage. They, right now, need that 2 points or even better, a 3.
And another steal. And that will be Hunterdon Central ball on a forced turnover there from Olivia Duran. That was needed as Hunterdon Central will get the ball back with 27 seconds to go in this first half. Nikki Constantini finds the roller and Maggie Scally. Maggie Scally guarded by Kuradakis. Back to Nikki Constantini for 3. And almost rebounded there from Maggie Scally. Good defense there played from Nikki Constantini. 2 seconds to go, and the 3 is missed by Immaculata, and there is a 2-point lead for Immaculata in this game as we go to halftime here. Coach Casertano, what can Hunterdon Central do to limit these turnovers in the second half?
This is simple things. We got to stop putting the ball down and picking up our dribble. Offensively, we just a little frazzled, I think, right now with so many injuries and people not used to having that chemistry we're used to having.
And the new zone here being debuted in the first half, what did you like about it?
I mean, really, the 3-2 have been able to use our speed to get to the corners and communicate, and at least when they're taking those threes, they're contested instead of being wide open.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And we are back with Hunterdon Central girls basketball here as Hunterdon Central is facing a 2-point lead by Immaculata. Some great defense played there in that first half. Hunterdon Central has points from Nikki Constantini today, Liz Kellogg, Maggie Scally, and Olivia Duran. Just a great defensive game here. Some great turnovers forced by both teams, and Hunterdon Central have to look to climb back from this 2-point lead and get a win here today. And that will be done, as Coach Casertano said, by restricting turnovers and restricting three-point shooting from Immaculata. And we look to have a great second half of basketball here. As the ball is inbounded here by Nikki Constantini, looking for Jackie DeVore on her senior night today.
Central just really needs to pick it up on offense here. They got to get more twos.
And just like that, a turnover forced very quickly, only 9 seconds into the second half, by Immaculata's Katie Wong. On defense, played there on Nikki Constantini. And the opposite of what Coach Casertano told us he wanted to see in the second half. Liz Kellogg. Great defense on that layup there. Nikki Constantini brings the ball up after a good defensive possession there from Hunterdon Central. Looking for Katie Schwartz at the corner. Driving. Finds Jackie DeVore. Jackie DeVore to Nikki Constantini. Out to Katie Schwartz. And Maggie Scally for three. And that is short. And a good rebound there from Liz Kellogg to get the first points for Hunterdon Central in this half. A good rebound and a great putback there from Hunterdon Central early in the second half for the first points of the second half, too.
Central really just needs to pick it up here on offense. Their defense has been good. It was amazing in the first half. Beautiful three there from number 23.
And that is a three from Regan. And those are her 8th points of the game. And that is a great make there from Katie Schwartz. Very great defense there played by Immaculata, but Katie Schwartz still gets a make on that layup there. And those were Katie Schwartz's first points of the game. But she has been very impactful on the rebounds and the defense here by Hunterdon Central, as Kurodakis, the senior from Immaculata, gets another 2 points, as the lead is back to 3 points here from Immaculata. Jackie DeVore at the top of the key, gets a screen from Maggie Scally, finds Nikki Constantini. Great defense here being played. A good screen from Liz Kellogg as she rolls. Should have drawn the foul. That was definitely a foul there from Immaculata, and that is going to go out for Immaculata ball. And now the zone will be changed as Maggie Scally will be the primarily defender on the ball, and Katie Schwartz will be playing defense down low for Hunterdon Central now. Good steal there from Jackie DeVore. Forced by Katie Schwartz's tight defense on Kuradakis. Katie Schwartz driving. Misses, and the rebound will go out for Hunterdon Central ball. As Hunterdon Central is looking to attack the rim more this second half, as we have already seen a ton of layups for Hunterdon Central, even contested layups that have gone in from Katie Schwartz. The three from Jackie DeVore in the corner. That is missed, but almost rebounded by Maggie Scally, and now Regan has the ball. Looking for Duffy. Duffy on the drive. Back out to Katie Wong in the corner. Katie Wong back to Regan. To Molly. And that is blocked again by Katie Schwartz, just showing that she has a great impact on the stat sheet, especially on the defensive side. One of her main reasons on being on the court at all times is just her great defense played in the post and even on the ball handlers for the opposing teams. Good foul there as Immaculata had an open lane to the basket. Foul called on number 13, Katie Schwartz. Her first personal and the first team foul of the second half. Kuradakis on the corner. Back out to Duffy, back to Kuradakis. Almost stolen there by Kellogg, and that is another great defensive possession as we were just talking about from Katie Schwartz. Some great defense played here in the second half from Katie Schwartz. She already has a steal and 2 blocks.
Yeah, Central really just needs to keep up that defense. And just as good as their defense needs to be, they need to be just right there with their offense. If their offense isn't keeping up with defense, then they can't win here.
Katie Schwartz on the drive, and one. A great half here from Katie Schwartz, as she has had a very important impact on the defensive side and here on the offensive side, as she already has 4th points and looking for her 5th in the second half. Looking to tie the game as well.
I mean, if she ties the game, why not just go even further?
And a good rebound there from Regan. Back out to Nikki Constantini for 3. Missed. Olivia Duran with the rebound. Good hustle here from Hunterdon Central. And a good steal there from Molly Ferreira on Katie Schwartz's pass. The 3 here from Cara Duffy as she's wide open in the corner, missed. Good box out here from Katie Schwartz, and the rebound is caught by Liz Kellogg as Jackie DeVore brings the ball up. Finds Nikki Constantini driving, and that will be out for another turnover on Hunterdon Central and Nikki Constantini after a good defensive possession, but just something Hunterdon Central have to look out for.
I mean, Central has cut down a lot on those turnovers since that first quarter where they had a lot of turnovers, but they just need to cut down even more just so they can get their offense back in there.
And a rare rebound there from Jackie DeVore as she takes a ball, blocked by Kuradakis. And now a fast break here for Cara Duffy, and that is an easy 2 points on the lefty layup there for Cara Duffy to extend this lead back to 3 points. A good defensive possession there on the fast break from Hunterdon Central, and that will be a timeout called by Coach Casertano. As Immaculata now has a 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And as we've seen here so far, Katie Schwartz has had a great second half. She's forced multiple turnovers, a steal, and also has 2 blocks already in the second half. And also, as we saw there, 4 points on the offensive side as she drew an and 1 and also made a 2. Just a great second half from her so far. The inbound here from Nikki Constantini, looking for Jackie DeVore once again. Guarded by Kara Duffy, as Immaculata is in a man defense. Jackie DeVore on the drive, draws the contact, no foul called. And the rebound here from Regan. Good defensive possession there for Immaculata to force the miss and get the rebound after the timeout there from Coach Casartano. Defined down low to Molly Ferreira, to Karadakis for three. And good hustle there from Molly Ferreira, as that will be a foul actually called on number 13, Katie Schwartz here. Good steal there from Nikki Constantini as she goes up to the floor, but will keep the ball. What looked to be Immaculata Spartans ball, but that will stay Hunterdon Central ball after a steal from Nikki Constantini, who finds Olivia Duran out in the corner. Back out to Jackie DeVore at the top of the key, to Katie Schwartz in the corner. Back to Katie Schwartz. Olivia Duran for three. And almost rebounded there from Nikki Constantini, but that will be an inbound here for Immaculata, as Hunterdon Central has not had a great offensive half so far here. Only a couple points from Katie Schwartz. 4 total. But this lead is still 3 for Immaculata, as they've been able to play some great defense on Hunterdon Central so far in the second half. And that is a foul called on Liz Kellogg. That will send Molly Ferreira to the line. Looking for her 4th point of the game tonight is Molly Ferreira on this free throw. And she gets it. Katie Schwartz bringing the ball up here for Hunterdon Central, as they need to get some offense going so far in the second half. Nikki Constantini makes her defender jump out to Maggie Scally, which is blocked there by Karadakis and rebounded from Immaculata too.
I think a lot of the things that have kept Central from getting points is that Immaculata defense. This is a 2-point made right there by number 14.
That was Kara Duffy for 3 there. Olivia Duran for 3, missed. Rebounded from Maggie Scally. Out to Nikki Constantini. That was a foul. Definitely a foul there, a reach on Regan here. Her first personal of the game with 9 points to Immaculata's leading scorer so far. A block there from Katie Wong. Immaculata has a 7-point lead now, their biggest of the game by far, since their 5-point lead in the first quarter. As Karadakis is open down low, back out to Kara Duffy. Back out down low to Karadakis, and a tip there from Katie Schwartz. Once again, just showing her quick hands on defense and why she just gets so many minutes, as she is just so important to the defensive side here for Hunterdon Central. That is Katie Schwartz.
And she offers that little bit of extra height that most other players don't have. So she got those long arms too. She can reach out there, get those blocks.
And that is Regan for 3, her 12th point of the game, as its lead is extended to 12 now on Hunterdon Central senior night. 17 seconds to go here. Katie Schwartz at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Olivia Durant. Back out to Maggie Scally for three. Rebounded by Regan. Out to Molly Ferreira with the ball up. 5 seconds to go. Katie Wong for three. And that is missed. But a good third quarter for Immaculata here as they extend this lead to 10. And Hunterdon Central will have to play some really good defense in this last 8 minutes to get a lead here and try to win the game.
If Central doesn't pull out on defense here, they unfortunately will not come out on top in this game. Immaculata up by 10. Central, they need to up their defense. Their defense has been lacking a little bit in this second half. So if they get better on the defensive end, they will be able to win this.
Yeah, but as we saw in this third quarter, Immaculata, even with a hand in their face, can make a three. Contested after some great defensive possessions here from Hunterdon Central. They still end up with points on their offensive sides. Hunterdon Central will have to look to get more scoring from players like Katie Schwartz and Nikki Constantini, who Nikki Constantini did open the game with 5 points but hasn't scored since then. And this is going to be a very important showing in this fourth quarter here. And we are back here in this fourth quarter. A very important fourth quarter here for Hunterdon Central as they look to go to 8 and 9, but will have to come back from a 10-point deficit here in only 8 minutes to do so. The inbound here from Molly Ferreira to Katie Wong. On the drive, out to Kara Duffy. Back out to Molly Ferreira, guarded by Jackie DeVore, and that will be a turnover. Some good defense there played by Hunterdon Central to open up the fourth quarter, and that is exactly what we have to see from Hunterdon Central to finish out this game, as they need to come back from this 10-point lead and get to 8 and 9 on the season.
Central really just needs to force more turnovers and hit more of those layups. They're lacking a little on the layups there.
Nikki Constantini on the drive. Back out to Olivia Duran. Olivia Duran to Maggie Scally. Out to Kellogg. Out to Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz on the drive. And gets a great 2 points there from Hunterdon Central to lower this lead down to 8. And exactly what Hunterdon Central will need in this last 7 minutes is to drive to the rim. And 4 stops like that. Good rebound there from Nikki Constantini to find Jackie DeVore. Nikki Constantini finding Maggie Scally down low. Blocked by Kuradakis, but rebounded again by Maggie Scally to restart the possession. Olivia Duran at the top of the key, guarded by Duffy. To Nikki Constantini. Almost a turnover there by Hunterdon Central, but Maggie Scally does keep it alive, and that is a timeout called by Coach Casertano here. And we are back here with only 6 minutes and a half to go. Hunterdon Central looks to bring back their offense and defense to bring this lead closer for a Hunterdon Central win as they look to become 8 and 9 on the season. The ball is inbounded from Nikki Constantini to Jackie DeVore. Down low to Maggie Scally. Back out to Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz on the drive. Gets tightly guarded by Regan, and that is going to be a foul called on Katie Wong. trying to play some tight defense on Nikki Constantini. Her second foul of the game. Jackie DeVore at the top of the key, looking to start something on the offensive side. And a foul called there by Molly Ferreira on Maggie Scally's drive after a good play drawn up by Coach Casertano to find Maggie Scally an open layup that she unfortunately missed, but will be 2 free throws for her here. And these are costly misses at the free throw line. And Katie Schwartz on the rebound. Another important rebound there from Katie Schwartz. Nikki Constantini for 3. Contested well by Katie Wong, but that is just another rebound from Katie Schwartz on the offensive side. A great game from her so far. Katie Schwartz on the drive. To Olivia Duran on the pump fake. Olivia Duran gets a ball stolen from her by Molly Ferreira. Katie Wong finds Regan down low, and a foul called here by Maggie Scally, as Regan has been a problem all game for Hunterdon Central's defense, as she already has 12 points in this game, which is Immaculata's most. Katie Wong in the inbound here, and that will be stolen by Nikki Constantini. Good steal there. Finds Olivia Duran, and they get 2 points here as the game is now a 6-point game. Good steal there from Nikki Constantini, and a great make from Olivia Duran, the freshman, to get this lead closer and smaller.
I was talking about Central needing to pull up on their game with layups, and they've shown up in this fourth quarter. They just need to go out there more. They need to hit threes. That will be especially vital in this last 5 minutes.
And Regan misses. Another good rebound there from Katie Schwartz. Great defense there by Maggie Scally to force the miss. And now there are 5 minutes left to go. Jackie DeVore at the top of the key, guarded tightly by Molly Ferreira. Katie Schwartz on the drive. Finds Olivia Duran. Almost a turnover there from Hunterdon Central, but Olivia Duran manages to keep it alive. Double screen here. Katie Schwartz for 3. Rebounded by Nikki Constantini, who takes her own 3. And that will be a timeout called for Immaculata as they look to keep this lead with only 4 minutes and a half to go.
Central there had 2 very risky threes, and it did end up with the ball being taken by Immaculata, which is unfortunate. But Central's really going to have to show up extra in their scoring game, and especially their defense.
Yeah, as you said, 2 good looks there, one from Katie Schwartz and one from Nikki Constantini on the offensive rebound. It's going to be a tough 4 minutes and a half to go, but some good defense is being played here by Hunterdon Central in the last 2 possessions, as they have managed to force a miss under the basket by Regan, and on some good defense being played there by Maggie Scally. And then a steal by Nikki Constantini, which led to 2 points from Olivia Duran, and which cut this lead to 6. And Immaculata will start out with the ball here. 4 minutes and a half to go. Hunterdon Central will keep on having to play some good defense. As Molly Hess has come in. Sorry, Brooklyn Hess has come in to play defense for Hunterdon Central. As Ferreira is on the ball. Immaculata is trying to run a play, but there's some good defense being played by Hunterdon Central to stop this play. And that is a foul called on Liz Kellogg for some contact under the basket. Kellogg's 4th foul of the game, something that Hunterdon Central will have to look out for because she is a vital part of this defense. And she's the only one with the height to guard Immaculata's Regan, who has 12 points on the game. Katie Wong guarded tightly by Maggie Scally. To Regan. To Molly Ferreira. Back out to Kurodakis, and that is going to be another foul called on Maggie Scally. Just some physical defense being played, but the refs are calling fouls. Katie Wong at the top of the key. Back out to Kara Duffy, guarded very tightly here by Katie Schwartz. A screen from Kurodakis. Kurodakis for 2, gets it to go. And extends this lead to 8 points with only 3 minutes and a half to go. A good possession there from Immaculata as they were bailed out by 2 foul calls. 2 very controversial foul calls. And a good make there from Kellogg.
We see an easy 2 points there for Central, cutting down the deficit by 2 to only a 6-point loss.
And those are Kellogg's 4th points in the game. As she's been guarded perfectly by Regan, Immaculata's leading scorer so far today. Good rebound there from Katie Schwartz. Screen by Kellogg. Finds the roll. Back out to Katie Schwartz in the corner to Nikki Constantini. Another screen from Kellogg here. Nikki Constantini drives. Back out to Kellogg. Screened again to Katie Schwartz. Another screen from Nikki Constantini on the drive, and that will be a foul called on Regan. As her body did push against Katie Schwartz on that drive, and that is a good foul call from the ref there. 2 free throws here from Katie Schwartz. Very important free throws that Hunterdon Central will have to capitalize on. And a good possession there from Hunterdon Central as they look to get an open layup. Found the open layup and then drew the foul call there. And that is a miss at the line for Katie Schwartz.
If Central can keep drawing fouls like this, they can definitely get back in extremely easily in this last 2.5 minutes.
Katie Schwartz looking for her 5th point of the game. Gets it. And now this lead is reduced to 5. A 2-possession game here with only 2 minutes and a half to go. A very realistic comeback for Hunterdon Central as they will have to play some great defense here to win this game. And that is great defense there from Brooklyn Hess to force the jump ball. No timeout. And that will be Hunterdon Central. That will be Hunterdon Central ball here on the turnover. No timeout called here as the jump ball was called instead. Nikki Constantini on the drive, guarded by Katie Wong, fouled. As the referees here just do not like any physical contact and are calling fouls. With 2 minutes to go, Hunterdon Central needs some makes here on the offensive side as they've been able to play some good defense, but it has not been enough. And that is going to be a timeout for Coach Casertano here with only 2 minutes to go. Coach Casertano looks to draw up a play here on offense and get a make for Hunterdon Central as they look to reduce this lead from 5 points. And we are back with 25 seconds to go in this timeout. Hunterdon Central, as we just said, has been able to play some good defense and force turnovers, but has not been enough so far as they need to get some makes on the offensive side here if they want to claw back into this game. And it's been hard without Hunterdon Central's leading scorer, Bethany Ramos, as she looks like she wishes she could be on the court to help her team. But being held back by an injury here. And that is a very tough loss for Hunterdon Central. A play is drawn up as Nikki Constantini is on the inbound. Back out to Katie Schwartz at the top of the key. Screened by Kellogg. Good screen there. To Brooklyn Hess. To Brooklyn Hess for three. Missed. And the rebound will go out for Immaculata ball on some great defense there played by Immaculata Spartans on the play from Hunterdon Central, which did lead to an open three for Brooklyn Hess, but that unfortunately did not go in. And that is going to be a foul called by Nikki Constantini on Nikki Constantini. Her second foul of the game with only 1:50 to go. And another foul there on Nikki Constantini as she reaches to try and get the steal from Molly Ferreira. Shooting two is Molly Ferreira. Looking for her 5th and 6th points of the game. And that is made as the lead is extended here to 6 points. And the second is missed, rebounded by Maggie Scally. As she finds Nikki Constantini to bring the ball up. Hunterdon Central will have to get a make here on offense if they want to win this game. Liz Kellogg for two, missed, but will be Hunterdon Central ball on the rebound as the ball went out on Kuradakis. And now Jackie DeVore comes in for Brooklyn Hess as Brooklyn Hess played a good couple minutes here on the defensive side, especially as she played great defense and forced a turnover, which led to 2 points from Olivia Duran. Jackie DeVore out to Maggie Scally. Maggie Scally has Nikki Constantini in the corner. Good defense here from Katie Wong. A good screen from Kellogg. Katie Schwartz on the rebound. Back out to Kellogg. Missed.
Central
And that
really
will be a jump ball.
Central really cannot have misses like that if they want to win this game. With
And
only a minute left, they really need to be hitting their shots.
And that will be a jump ball. And a timeout called by Immaculata with only 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. A great stop there from Immaculata. An important stop there from Immaculata as it looked to be a wide open layup for Liz Kellogg, but that shot did not go in. And this lead stays at 6 points with 1 minute to go. A minute to go here. Immaculata ball. The inbound by Ferreira to find Duff. Get the pass to go, and another foul called on Nikki Constantini, her 3rd of the game. Her 4th personal, sorry. And that will cause Carly Duff to go to the free throw line. Looking for 6th and 7th points in the game. Misses the first, an important miss here for Hunterdon Central. And gets a second one to go, as this lead is now extended to 7 points with 1 minute to go. Katie Schwartz finds Jackie DeVore. As Hunterdon Central is running a play here to look for a quick point. Nikki Constantini at the top of the key to Jackie DeVore. Jackie DeVore for three. Missed and rebounded again by Hunterdon Central. Jackie DeVore again for three. And she gets it to go from the corner. An important three there for Hunterdon Central. This lead is now only 4.
Central needs to hit at least 2 more two-point shots just to get a tie.
And that is a smart play there from Duffy as she forces the ball out on Hunterdon Central. Once again, tipped by Katie Schwartz. It looks like Hunterdon Central will have to foul here and force the Spartans to go to the free throw line. Good defense being played on the inbound. Duff gets the ball, and that is a foul called with 19 seconds to go. Number 20, Jackie DeVore. Good foul there, sending Duffy to the line. And she makes an important free throw there for her 7th point in the game. And then makes her second free throw, 2, to extend this lead to 6 now. 2 important free throws there for Immaculata as the timeout was called by Coach Casertano. Here, Hunterdon Central will have to look to make a quick 3 and then foul immediately after. And if that 3 does not go in, it'll look to be over for the Red Devils here on a good game by the Immaculata Spartans, who have played some great defense to restrict Hunterdon Central's scoring abilities tonight. And really just with the absence of Bethany Ramos tonight, Hunterdon Central has not been able to get the scoring that they want, as she has been Hunterdon Central's main scorer by far this year. As Coach Casertano is currently drawing up a play for an open 3, which will probably be inbounded by Nikki Constantini here, as she's been the inbounder for most important plays after a timeout. And she is one of Hunterdon Central's best passers on the team so far today and for the rest of the season too.
And Constantini has been scoring quite good today, although she hasn't had much since the first half.
As we predicted, Nikki Constantini at the inbound. Oh. Good pass there. And that will be out of bounds. Hunterdon Central's ball. Hunterdon Central got lucky there after the miss. And now the ball will be inbounded by Nikki Constantini again. Hunterdon Central will have to look for a 3 here, as another timeout will be called by Coach Casertano here, as he looks to drop a play and find an open 3. With only 17 seconds to go, as we said before, Hunterdon Central will have to look for a 3 and then immediately foul if that 3 goes in.
I think getting a 3 is especially crucial here. And like you said, drawing that foul immediately after, it just gets them quick, easy points, catch up to Spartans.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. 6 points here. Spartans' top scorer has been Regan, as she has been unstoppable on the offensive side. She has made multiple 3s and also been able to hit 2-pointers under the basket. Contested, too, by Liz Kellogg, but even with the contest, she has still been able to make those points, and has been one of the biggest problems for Hunterdon Central, especially on defense. And now the Red Devils come out of the huddle. Nikki Constantini on the inbound. the play. Back out to Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz out to Nikki Constantini. Down low. Tipped out by Regan. And that is another turnover and another steal. And then a foul called here as Immaculata looks to put the nail in the coffin at the free throw line tonight. Not great execution by Hunterdon Central there on the play, as the steal is forced by Immaculata's best player tonight, Regan, as she has recorded multiple rebounds on the defensive and offensive side, and has 12 points, which is Immaculata's most tonight. Regan comes out for O'Leary. As Coach Casartano knows that Regan already has 5 fouls tonight. 4 fouls, sorry. And that is a miss there from Duffy. Hunterdon Central looks to still be in this game. On a miss, a timeout should be called immediately. And that is missed by Duffy. And a foul on the box out there by Katie Schwartz.
This game, unfortunately, looks to be completely over.
As the highest scorer for Immaculata looks to put the nail in the coffin once again to extend this lead to 7 or 8 for Immaculata. Makes her first, and that is 13 points on the night for Regan. A good game from her tonight. And that is her 14th point of the night tonight. A good game from Regan, who has been unstoppable on both sides for Immaculata. And that is another steal from Regan. Back out to Karadakis. And Duffy will dribble this ball out. Hunterdon Central loses to the Immaculata Spartans 29-37 on senior night. And that will be looked at as a tough loss, as Hunterdon Central is not able to capitalize on offense and was not able to stop Immaculata's good defenders tonight. And we would like to thank you for watching as Hunterdon Central loses tonight and drop down to 7-10 on the season.